Hey yo, what's up? I'm back. Recent times have been very busy for me, but I'm not here to talk about myself, okay? I'm here to talk about one very important thing, okay? If we really want to win, okay? Whether in 2028 or whatever else, okay? If you really want to win, not that with this alone will cause us the win for better or for worse, we really need to stop treating our own candidates like shit. Okay, and I mean it. Look, listen. Ever since Kamala Harris lost the election, now, okay, but before I get to that, there's some contention, about maybe the election is stolen. I don't know. Whatever the case it is, we'll find out. We'll find out if that's the truth. But as of this live stream, Kamala Harris lost, and the response to her loss is tragic. And I don't mean this from like the right. Of course, the right would act in insane ways. It's nothing out of the norm. But here's the thing. You know how the left reacted? You know what we, not me, okay, we as in like the left, okay, not me, I'm not part of that gang, reacted to her loss, okay? Whatever's going on with the camera. The type of things that were said about Kamala Harris. I won't repeat any of them, but you can find some of those. Oh, she did the autopsy. Look, I did my autopsy too. Okay, I did it, and I have critiques for Kamala Harris, but I still respect her. The amount of disrespect that was dished against her, that she only had 109 days to run a campaign, and almost clawed her way back to a victory against someone who's known and in the public media cycle for what? Almost a decade now? Pretty much, right? And people are attacking her like nothing. And I don't get it. I understand your frustration. I understand that there are things that she could have done, might have done better, that could have given her the chance to, claw her way back more and try to win the election. Now, that's valid. I had the same critiques. But here's the thing. Even if she were to win, and I'm saying this because I have enough evidence to say this, even if she were to win, these next 4 years will be nothing more or less than a constant barrage, attack, endless, ceaseless assault on how bad of a job Kamala Harris would have done. Because look at the way we treat Joe Biden. Okay? Now, has he done a perfect term? No. Is he Franklin Roosevelt? No. He's not FDR. But how do we treat him? We treat him like garbage. That's how we treated him. That's what we did. We attack. I'm not talking about the right. Don't tell me about right. Of course they would attack you. No shit they would. That's what they do. That's politics. It's politics, baby. that's what happens in politics. I'm talking about what the left, us, not me, us, have done to Joe Biden in the past 4 years. Every single day. Okay, the smallest infraction any man could have committed on anything was piled on him on a daily basis. Whilst Donald Trump is out here doing all types of crazy. And it's done by the left. It's also done by the right, yes. But the left is fanatical. Okay, when Donald Trump said there's an enemy within, I didn't think it's within us. I thought they mean us as a total, but no, I think he meant like within our collective, as in like amongst the left. Why are we so mean to our candidates? Oh, because they couldn't pass, because Joe Biden went soft on the student loan relief, when like basically the entire Congress is against it. What is he supposed to do? Become a dictator and force the bill through? exploit legal loopholes. Maybe that's what you felt like he could have done. But I can understand why he wouldn't do that. And there's no sense of forgiveness. It's like the left goes on this attack dog mode. Just bites down everything Biden did. Now going back to Obama, everything. Why do people hate Obama? He gave y'all the Affordable Care Act. Why do y'all hate him? I don't get it. Like, there's barely any similar thing in most of the developed countries. Okay, in most of first world countries, you may not find anything similar to Obamacare, which is what the Republicans call it. But whatever, the ACA, if we're gonna shorten it, and people still hate Obama. I ran to comments post-election loss about why they don't want to see none of the Obamas and Clintons. Okay, sorry, Bernie bros. Okay, you guys didn't win in 2016. Look, I'm a fan of Bernie. I wish he did, but he did not. Okay, and whatever you're gonna tell me how evil Hillary Clinton is, and I do believe she has done some things that I just can't agree with. First of all, if she was the president, we wouldn't have had in excess of hundreds of thousands of additional unnecessary loss of innocent American lives in a national pandemic. No, international pandemic crisis. That's at least hundreds of thousands of innocent American lives saved from some level of disease control competence. Well, that's for one. Okay, so you have that to argue against me, However bad Hillary Clinton is, what do you have on her? I don't get it. I mean, people hate Hillary. I don't like her. She's fake. Yeah, she's fake. Do you think Donald Trump is not fake? He just went back. It wasn't all that long before he won the election. I mean, after he won the election, he already went back on several of his hardest hitting promises. Like, what are you all talking about? Why is Hillary Clinton held to a different bar than Donald Trump? Don't tell me it's because she's a woman. No, it's not. It's just because she's a Democrat. Is that not the truth? The left constantly holds the Democrats at a almost impossible to reach standard. They think a Democrat can come in and in 4 years' time just revamp, like transform the entirety of all American institutions from the ground up. We're like, that's insane, okay? And the standard, like what they would say about Donald Trump is like, oh, look how stupid he is. Look at how much a clown he is. Like, that's the level of critique. I honestly would not be surprised to find a decent proportion of leftists who have spent more time shitting on Joe Biden than they did Donald Trump. And this has to stop. I'm not saying they're good candidates. I'm not saying I favor all of their policies. I'm not saying I agree with even most of the things they say, or the way they behave, or their strategy was anywhere near brilliant. I don't. But the fact is, there's no comparison. We don't need this double standard. Look, the right is already holding us to an insane double standard. And we are just coalescing. Okay? We are just following along in how they want us to be, to hold our candidates to impossible standards. And we just follow along. We buy into the same propaganda. You think we are really awake and understand the problem? No, we don't. Because there were no Palestinians out there protesting in a Trump rally about what he is about to or not about to do in the Israel-Palestine conflict. We don't got no uncommitted protesters out there heckling Trump rallies. We don't got those. But they be going hard at Harris's rallies, though. So what's going on? Why are the Democrats held to a starkly otherworldly? These are two different worlds. And it's the left that's doing it. It's not even the right. Okay, of course the right does it, but it's primarily the left. Look at the amount of things we said about Joe Biden. How many good things could you remember about Joe Biden and what he did? How many? Not many? Yeah, you know why? Because we were hating on him all the time. That's why. That's what happened. Every single day, even when he does anything good, we'll just put a bad spin on it. We treat Democrats like crap. We treat the Obamas like crap. We treat the Clintons like crap. Bill Clinton is one of the few people, a few presidents that ended his term with a national surplus. The economy he built was the wave we rode until today. Even, Obama. What happened in 2008? Financial crisis. Did we recover from it? Pretty damn well. By the end of his first term, we're already out of the recession. But do people give a damn about Obama? The left certainly hates him as being a democratic centrist. Yeah, of course he's a democratic centrist. I think that too. But is that enough reason to be hating on them and blaming the loss on them? Have they not tried to fix the system? Not maybe as hard as you wanted. But would you expect anywhere near the same from George W. Bush? Would you have expected that from Mitt Romney? Or McCain? Or Donald Trump? You won't. But the standards are not the same, though. I mean, this is not, like I will say again, I'll say 100 times. Stop talking about the right. Because the right are doing things that's aligning in their interest. They are fanning. They are complimenting. They're coming out in droves to support their candidate like nothing else. And they want. And some say, well, there's cheating, whatever else. Okay, maybe 2 weeks from now we'll find that he cheated and actually Harris won. And on January 5th, the Harris will be inaugurated, whatever. That's not the point. And like I said, even if she were to be inaugurated, people will not have nice things to say about her. For the next 4 years, just like we did Joe Biden, just like we did the Clintons, just like we did Obama and Michelle Obama, just like we did every single Democratic candidate. We're always able to find some BS about them that we really don't like, and we're just hammering it into the mainstream media. And then after that, we just come back and say, oh, it's the mainstream media that's at fault. No, I mean, yes, surely that's a part of it. But aren't we the culprits? Why are we treating our own candidates like shit? The MAGA's clearly got a shit candidate, but they treat him like some freaking god emperor. So like when it comes to all these, all these blaming, they're too centrist, they're center right. Okay, but are they Nazis though? Will they deport people? Will they naturalize United States citizens because they're not born in the U.S. and deport them, send them to mass camps, and kick them out through the southern border? Is that what Kamala Harris will do? Is that what the Obamas will do? Is that what the Clintons will do? Will Hillary Clinton do that? Y'all will still be hating on her. Why? Because the Bernie bros be hating on her? You know what's going to happen? I can tell what's going to happen, okay? If Bernie Sanders did not lose the primary, okay, in 2016, and he ran on, and for whatever reason he lost to Donald Trump, you know what the left would say? You think the left would still rally after Bernie Sanders? They would absolutely demolish him. The left would come biting on Bernie Sanders' own ass, calling him and his campaign too commie, too far left, too SJW. Okay, back in the day, it's not called woke; it's called SJW, as a social justice warrior. They will call him all types of names, just like we're doing for Kamala Harris, just like we have done for Joe Biden, just like how we have been doing that for Obama, for Clinton. It's just how we do things. We treat our own candidates like shit. I can guarantee you, if Kamala Harris runs and loses the primaries in 2028, and let's say Josh Shapiro or Gavin Newsom won and ran against J.D. Vance and then lost, you know what we'll be saying about Josh Shapiro? You know what we'll be saying about Gavin Newsom? The most horrendous nonsense. And we will do that, but we won't come out and vote. We know how horrible J.D. Vance is. We know he's a weasel. We know he's got no principles. We know he would do anything to get ahead. We know that. We know he ain't going to do nothing to tether Trump and his insanity. But you know what? We'll just let J.D. Vance win. Right? Because the Josh Shapiro is he's too Jewish. He's too Midwestern. And Gavin Newsom, damn, he's a West Coast elite. We don't like him. Clearly, he's worse than J.D. Vance, right? Am I right? Fools. I mean, this has to stop. Seriously. We need to stop treating our candidates like shit. And I don't care if you don't like them. I don't like any of them. But only one of them wants black people to become slaves again. Only one of them says, your body, my choice. Only one of them wants to throw out legal, naturalized citizens of the United States of America and exile them based off their skin color and their origin. And I know that person is not Kamala Harris, okay? All these Palestinian protesters out there, okay, good luck. Because Donald Trump is about to shake hands with Benjamin Netanyahu, and they're going to flatten Gaza into an airport. Okay, they're going to firebomb and eliminate any signs of life. Are you happy now? Oh, but Kamala Harris doesn't have the She didn't have the boldness and courage to come out and say no genocide in Palestine. She went both sides. She said, we want to defend Israel and her sovereignty at the same time, and we want to stop the genocide in Palestine. No, we don't want the first part. We want the second part. Therefore, we ran the uncommitted movement, and Donald Trump won. Hey, you happy now? Like, this is stop the double standards. Seriously. Like, wash your color-tinted lens and, like, view the world as it is. Stop thinking in a vacuum. Because it's useless. Politics is always about choice. I don't want to choose between the lesser evil of the two. Since which election was that not the case? For however good FDR, LBJ, okay, JFK are, do you think they have no flaws? It's always about choosing between the lesser evil of the two. This is politics. This is not a game of cards, You can't restart. This is politics, baby. You know what it is? It's got consequences. And next 4 years, might be 8 years, we don't know. Hey, look. We don't know what Trump is going to do. We don't know what J.D. Vance is going to do if it gets elected in 2028. But, I mean, you guys have fun, honestly. If you want to play this game of extorting the Democrats and trying to squeeze something out of them while putting no equal pressure with respect to what they did on the right, then I guess you deserve the loss. Because clearly you're whipping the ox that tolls. And the dead-ass ox laying in the barn, eating up all of the farm's resources. You don't want to whip that one. You want to whip the one that tolls and tell him he's not tolling hard. He has to toll harder. And you crack whips, one whip after another, bleeding now. You want that ox to work more. And this other one is destroying your barn, eating up all your food, shitting in your supplies. You don't want to be too mean. I mean, he's a lost cause, What nonsense is this? Seriously, this has to stop. I'm just telling y'all facts. This has to stop. If you want to win again, that is. And you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? From now to 2028, I'm gonna be a Kamala Harris simp. I'm just gonna tell you right off the bat, okay? I'm not prepared to treat her like shit like some of y'all would and did. I'm sorry. Then I guess we're on different sides now. I guess I'm on the side of I don't want Trump to win, and you're the side on if we don't get the perfect candidate, then anyone should win other than the non-perfect candidate, which is also on the other side. But it somehow the arithmetic doesn't occur that way to you. The equation only occurs on the left. The right has no value to behold to. Okay, that's how you think. I don't know why you think that, but that's how you think. Okay, I'm gonna bury my Asian face into Kamala Harris's soul. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do all day, every day. I am going to post everything good I can find about Kamala Harris. Okay? And I'm gonna non-stop talking about how amazing she is, like how they do Donald Trump. It's very simple. Is Bernie Sanders gonna run in 2028? If your answer is no, then why are you still fanning the flame, fanning the war, fanning the sectarianism in the left with the Bernie bros against everyone else? Like, what's the meaning of that? Do you want to win, or do you just want to feel like you're right? Because when you lose, you're always wrong. That's how it is. That's how it is in politics. That's how it is in politics. You either accept the facts as they are or suffer the consequence of the facts as they are. It's your choice. I'm sorry to the Bernie bros, okay? And your protest votes and your vengeance votes. It is what it is. Is Bernie going to run in 2028? If the answer is no, I don't want to hear nothing about why Bernie is better than anyone else. Is he going to run? Is he going to? And all these people talking about Jon Stewart. You want Jon Stewart and Sam Harris to run for president 2028. You're a fool. Because if he doesn't run, you see, this is the problem. Okay, I'm fired up right now. Okay, this is the problem. You want to invest another 3 years in a candidate that won't run, and then come the last year, you're going to face another situation that Kamala Harris is facing, and that candidate will only have 100 days to run their campaign, and then they will lose, and then you'll put all the blame on them. How about we just, we spend so much time and money and energy and attention on Kamala Harris. How about we just run her again now that everyone knows who she is? How about that? Like, what makes you think that isn't a good option? Given that from what we see, Donald Trump's probably going to screw up real bad in the next 4 years. We don't know. Maybe he would. Maybe he won't. We'll see. It does seem very likely. But you want to run Josh Shapiro. Who knows who is Josh Shapiro? Other than like people like you and me who follow politics online every single day. Checking, scrolling down, watching Midas Touch every hour. Okay, other than people like you and me, who the hell knows who is Josh Shapiro? Who the hell knows? Well, actually, people will know Gavin Newsom. Dude, even Californians don't like Gavin Newsom. And people are talking about Whitmer, Pritzker, like Buttigieg. Who the hell are these people? Like, do people know them? Are you going to invest the next 4 years and risk a run of J.D. Vance? Because that's like in your mind the ideal candidate. And then come last year of this cycle, you realize Josh Shapiro doesn't line up when it comes to Palestinian whatever else. Or some other war that happened in Albania or in Turkey. And you realize, oh, Josh Shapiro doesn't align with this single issue that plagues you the most of foreign affairs. And then what's going to happen? And then the uncommitted voters will come out again and run against Josh Shapiro. Is that what you want? I mean, why can't we stick to? And people's talking about losing candidate. Donald Trump is a losing candidate. He came back and won. So what are we talking about? Like, what are people talking about? You want to run Josh Shapiro? You want to run Gavin Newsom? Why? Who knows who they are? Like, ask your relative, do they know who Gavin Newsom is? Do they know who Josh Shapiro is? Do they know who is Pete Buttigieg? Because he showed up once on Fox and got a standing ovation that people remember. People don't even remember COVID and what it has done to the economy and the people that were lost. And they still voted for Trump. And you think they'll remember Pete Buttigieg? And you think they will vote for a Jew like Josh Shapiro? You think they will do that? You think they'll do that? They'll vote for another West Coast elite that even the West Coast doesn't like, Gavin Newsom? And who the hell is Pritzker and Whitmer anyway? Like, who the hell are they? It's the same thing as Marianne Williamson. Who the hell is Marianne Williamson? Do you guys still remember who she is? I bet if I place a picture of Marianne Williamson and Kamala Harris, a lot of people wouldn't be able to tell which is which. So my question is, okay, if you want to run anyone other than Kamala Harris, are you prepared for the same consequences of that candidate saying something that people don't agree with? Okay, at the last 2 months, 3 months, right leading up to November, and then you get all these uncommitted people coming out again, protesting this and that, all these other nonsense. Or I can stick with Kamala Harris, which is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be talking about everything Kamala Harris did, everything she did in the past and coming into the next election cycle every single day. Okay, maybe not literally every single day, but you get what I mean. Because I'm sick and tired of this. I'm sick and tired of treating our own candidates like shit. Kamala Harris was not perfect. She made many mistakes, some of them quite fatal in my own opinion, but she did what she can. With 109 days, she ran 109 days against someone who has a decade, 10 years, 8 years, 9 years. And in the media cycle 24/7. And she lost a popular vote, yes, but not much, 2 million, 3 million. It's mainly because the Biden voters didn't show up. Why? I don't know. Okay, you ask them, okay? Maybe they're protesting against this one thing Kamala Harris said about Ukraine, this one other thing she said about this and that, Fuck off. Seriously. Fuck off. Okay, I'm tired of treating Obama like shit. I'm tired of treating them like shit. Okay, let me bring up something. Okay, let me bring up something I found. Okay, and in fact, it's the truth. Okay, let me just bring up very quickly. Okay, Hillary Clinton. Okay, y'all hate Hillary Clinton. Okay, Hillary Clinton was an advocate of Children's Health Insurance Program, which delivers millions of subsidized healthcare to children. Bill Clinton, the Family and Medical Leave Act, which gives legal unpaid family and medical leave to employees. Kamala Harris, Justice in Policing Act. Joe Biden, Violence Against Women Act. Barack Obama, Affordable Care Act. Okay, like, which one of these aren't left-wing policies? Okay, which one of these do you think Donald Trump would enact? Okay, just think about it, okay? Which one of this would J.D. Vance write into law? You want to think about that? And you still treat them like shit? Oh, Hillary Clinton stole from Bernie Sanders. Oh, Bill Clinton had this scandal. Oh, Obama started some war. Kamala Harris, she wasn't clear. Joe Biden, he was so meek. He had no presence. He has no charisma. He's too old. Shut up. Like, seriously, stop hating our own candidates. They may not have tried the best they could ever do, but they tried way harder for us than anyone else in the party. More than Jill Stein. What did Jill Stein do? Take Russian money and split votes? And, okay, people say, look, even if you have added Jill Stein's votes to Kamala Harris's votes, she wouldn't have won. Except that's bullshit, because just because people voted for Jill Stein doesn't mean those who did not vote had no Jill Stein in mind. A lot of the people simply did not vote because they feel like what Jill Stein said makes sense. They wouldn't. They couldn't bring themselves to vote for Jill Stein because they know she's going to lose anyway. So they just sat home and let nothing happen. That this is the type of future we're looking at. All these Democrats who did individually, each one of them have done more than the sum of the past 4 or 5 Republicans, given their best. Okay, each individual in one of their terms. Okay, we hate them more than the sum of these Republicans, because we don't be protesting at Trump rallies. When have we done that? We don't ever budge in to Trump. We don't ever got people who want to budge in at DNC and talk toxicity at their event, at Trump's event. We don't got those people. Where are they? Why won't they protest? Why won't they protest at Trump's rallies? You know why? Why? I know why. Because they got double standards. That's why. They like whipping the ox that tolls. The more you work, the more the Democrats work for the left. This is what it looks like now. The more the Democrats work for the left, the more the left hates them. It's the truth. Every time they try to do some left-wing policy, the left will come in and tell them, well, this isn't left enough. This corner of the policy paper wasn't left enough. And all you really are, Kamala Harris, is a centrist right-wing shill. That's who you really are, you know? Oh, you want reproductive rights for women? Well, that's just a gateway for you to do your right-wing border thing from 2016 Trump. You know, who you really are. You're really, really educated. You're really, really a right-winger. You're really, really a Trumper. Okay, then you get a real Trump deal. You get a real Trumper, Donald Trump himself, and then now you taste the taste of your own medicine. That's what it is. Everything the Democrats do, the left has immense suspicion for. Immense suspicion. Despite their track records, it don't matter. And honestly, just stop treating our candidates like shit. Please, the left. They have done more for us than the sum of many Republican terms. And when are we going to say thanks? Huh? Is it going to be never? Because I'm rallying behind Kamala Harris. Please don't try to confuse me and split ticket this way, that way. No, it's going to be Kamala Harris 2028. And that's my answer today. Thank you for watching.